on the dryer, yeah, 2,800. Everything included. See, that's all utilities, refuse, and gas for your dryer. It's all included. Oh, you can even connect into our TV. But the last tenant, David, he had Spectrum put in for cable. But we have direct TV, right? So that's all included. Except for that. They're going to have to pay the bill for that. I'm not paying for their cable. But everything else is included. So that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all, Rob. It's very reasonable. And actually, if they want their Spectrum, it's super easy because the wires are already there and everything's super easy. Basically, all you do is have it turned on, So, hey, great, man. Like I said, yeah, it's a beautiful view up there and quiet. That was one of the things that, we lived in Hilo for 8 years. And even though we weren't right downtown, we were a couple of blocks off, downtown Hilo. I mean, Hilo is like Call Louis, small place, right? But, but it was all, there's always noise, traffic, there's just always noise. And one of the things that amazed me when we moved out here was how quiet it is. Even though it's probably not as quiet as your place because the highway's closer to us there, Rob, but it's not right under our chins either. But it's just so, the things that amazed me, Rob, is how quiet it is out here in the country, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, I imagine it is. So, yeah, it's worth it. Hey, like I said, if we don't get anybody to rent at that price, I'll just relist it at $100 less and let it run for a week. If we don't get any takers, I'll drop it down another 100 to 20, 27, 26, but I'm not going any lower than 25. That's my bare lowest. I'm not going any lower. Otherwise, they're going to have to pay for electricity and all the other stuff.
Yeah, I don't think you need to go any lower than that, Rob. It doesn't sound to me like you ever need to go lower than that. I don't see that, but especially because you're providing a lot of stuff to go with it too, So, hey, it's a nice place, a beautiful view. Kulo's a beautiful area, man. And so, hey, good, man. I'm sure you'll get it out on the market fast, and that's why it's good to go ahead and start that masking, because the prep work, you know how it is. Once you get all the prep work done, the painting's really fast. It's the frickin' prep work that takes time, but it's actually the cheapest stuff to do as far as materials go in.
Yeah, no, it's gonna work, and they'll rent it. It'll get rented. It's just up to us as to who we pick. We have never had an issue. We've always had people respond. We've never had any problem. No time has gone by. So it's the sooner I can get it done, the sooner we can list it. Or I don't have to have it done except for by January 1st. It has to be available. So. But if 2 weeks before we list it, 2 weeks before the 1st, like say the middle of December, to the 20th or something, or even the 25th, and we list it, and people want to come look at it, that's fine, even if I'm not done painting. Or actually, the painting will be done, the flooring. So, but I don't see it taking that, more than 2 weeks max for everything. Because that's all I'm doing, painting and flooring, and then putting the baseboards back on, putting the bifold doors back on the closet at the end of the hallway. So, yeah, it's not going to, and if need be, Iris can put some old clothes on and wear a hat and help me paint.
There you go. Hey, good refresher course in the art of manual labor there, Rob. And whatever you do there, Rob, if people come knock you at the door, responding to ads while you're still finishing up the painting, don't let them know somebody croaked in there. Some people get really superstitious about that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, no, we didn't tell David, we didn't tell David when he moved in that somebody died in there. Why? Well, I'm not selling it to him. That's the only time you have to disclose a death in your house is when you're going to actually sell it. So no, I never told him. Now I'm hoping Auntie Lee didn't come take him.
Yeah, no, I hear you there, Rob. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, because, you know, I mean, seriously, Rob, when, you know, and it's, I mean, I'm not disrespecting people. I understand why people can have certain feelings about the juju around the place. My nephew, Alika, him and his old lady, they were going to move down. They found a place that was kind of a fixer-upper, but he's capable and, you know, talented. Fixer-upper down there in Hawaiian Beaches, and they were going to get it. And then he started noticing some odd things about the kitchen. Turned out there'd been a notorious murder in the kitchen. It's like, nope, I don't think so. So that was the end of that.
Well, that's different. You know, natural death and murder are two different things. I could understand somebody being superstitious or whatever about living in a place where somebody was murdered. You know, because that denotes unfinished business. The person didn't go willingly, and they're there haunting the place. Now, that's one story. Somebody dies of natural causes, they're at peace, right? So, yeah, there's a difference. So we have a change in the Friday afternoon net, NCO. I talked to, just before I ran the net for Joe to this afternoon, because I always have my 2-meter rig monitoring, right? I'm monitoring the Diamond Head repeater. And I heard him come on asking for a radio check. He was mobile. So I piped in and we talked for a few minutes, literally like minutes before the net started. And I was actually filling out the roster and talking to him. And he wanted to know if me or somebody could take over the Friday afternoon slot for him. And he said at least until June this year, 2025. But now I'm reading these emails between Alan, WH7Q, myself, and Joe. Alan's going to take the net. It's going to be a permanent, at least for 3 years, because Joe has to pick up his granddaughter, and she's in JROTC, Junior, whatever the ROTC stands for, I used to know. It's a military training, right? You know, it's an after-school thing. And anyway, he has to pick her up every weekday for school at that time. So Fridays he can't do it. He's got to pick his granddaughter up. So Alan's going to be the new Friday afternoon, Hawaii afternoon net control officer, and I will back him up whenever he needs it, and that's assuming I'm around, right? So we have a new net control for Friday afternoon.
Oh, okay there, Rob. K6PXM, W86BY here. Well, that'll be good. And Alan's got a good station, really nice. He gets out well. Everybody will hear him well. So that'll be great there, Rob. Yeah, I know it's got Fridays is kind of tough for Joe. In fact, he was good enough to switch back with me because he switched off of Fridays and I took it for a while. But then I wanted to be free to take Cole up to his baseball practices, so Joe was nice enough to step in on Fridays again. But it's kind of difficult for him too, so that's good that Alec can step in. Because I mean, otherwise, I could. But I really like to keep that open for Cole. It's not like every Friday that we do this, and weather sometimes interrupts and stuff. And I like to be available. So this works out really great there, Rob. Was that was that Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, I believe, isn't it?
That's it. Reserve. I was familiar with ROTC, but this is Junior ROTC. Same thing, but just for younger people. Yeah, Reserve Officer Training Corps, or whatever the C stands for. But yeah, so that's good. That's cool. And Alan has a good speaking voice. He runs the net well because he's done several now. I think he recently retired because I don't remember hearing him that much before. You know, when I say before, I mean a couple of years ago, or even last